In my experience, there are only two types of pepper grinder in this world. There are those which grind pepper, and there are those which just spin uselessly whilst you make polite dinner party conversation with the person on your left. Well, today I've taken delivery of a new pepper grinder. It's called the Pepper Cannon Mark 32144. Hell, that's a lot of different versions. I wonder whatever happened to the Mark 32049 or the legendary 32051 for that matter. Anyway, the question is, does this thing deliver a barrage of pepper or just a small volley? Let's see. And if you enjoy this review, do hit the subscribe button below. Over the years, we've been through quite a collection of pepper grinders here at Gadget Towers. From this rather arty one that looks pretty but doesn't really do very much, except spin uselessly, to the silver ones we use for dinner parties, to this fairly standard looking Creuset one, which we've had for some time and it works pretty well, albeit with a couple of design flaws which I'll get to in a moment. Now, when I ordered this thing, I thought the company was pronounced MannKitchen, which seemed strangely appropriate for a grinder called the Pepper Cannon. In fact, something I didn't know before today is that an A with two dots above it, otherwise known as an umlaut, is actually pronounced air. So in fact, it's from MannKitchen. That's by the by. The Pepper Cannon arrives in a suitably military-looking box. I'm half expecting to open it and find a small warhead, or maybe some explosives. But no, it's actually quite a nondescript box. Just the words, high performance, heavy duty, professional pepper mill. Gosh, I wonder what an amateur pepper mill looks like. More pepper, less cranking. Well, let's see what's inside. Gosh, look at that. First impression, that looks like a really precision-made thing. It's made from machined aluminium, so there's a really nice weight to it, and it looks like it's going to last forever. So how do you fill it up? Well, all of my old pepper grinders have had a fiddly little removable knob on the top, which I always drop when I'm refilling them, usually after a glass or two. And then you have to spend 5 minutes scrabbling around the floor looking for it, like a contact lens. This one has no knob. Look at that! You just press the button and the lid comes off in one movement. Well, let's see how well the pepper grinder grinds. Now, on a lot of pepper mills, like these ones, there's no way to adjust the coarseness of the grind. Others can be adjusted by using the little knob on the top, but they tend to work their way loose as you use them, so you don't get a consistent grind. On the Pepper Cannon, there's a coarseness adjuster on the bottom, with no less than 48 levels. To start, let's clear the decks and see what I get from 2 cranks of my silver pepper grinder. And here's what I get from the Creuset. And here's what I get from the Pepper Cannon at its finest setting, which is 0. It's a bit more, but is it a reason to go and spend $200 on a pepper grinder? Maybe not. But actually, the instructions say that the finest setting for normal use is 6 to 8 clicks coarser. Let's try that. Gosh, this really does feel like adjusting your telescopic sight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like the jackal. Let's try that again. Oh my gosh, that really is in a different league. And what about 20 clicks? 17, 18, 19, 20. Crikey, that isn't just a barrage of pepper, that's a bloody carpet bombing. And if you rack it all the way up to 48, it'll produce pepper coarse enough for making stock or roast beef. In fact, the instructions here say that you can remove a safety thing from the bottom and you can grind even coarser than that. You might as well just stand the other side of the room and throw handfuls of whole peppercorns at your plate. Now, there are three things in life which just can't be eaten without pepper: scrambled eggs, smoked salmon and steak. I think 10 clicks is going to work very well for all of them. But there's one other thing which can't be eaten without pepper. It's mashed potato. Mashed potato absorbs pepper on an industrial scale, like a whale absorbs plankton. For that, I'm going to need 20 clicks. Now, the pepper cannon does come with one other feature, and it's the only thing I didn't really like about it. It's a cap which fits on the base and allows you to pre-grind pepper to season your steak with, so you don't then have to touch the grinder after you've handled your meat. That's just not a problem I've ever had. I think I'd find it more of a faff to take the cap off every time I want any pepper. But equally, I don't want to throw it away. This grinder's expensive. So that's just something unnecessary to have to store somewhere. But that's a very small flaw in what is otherwise a marvel of engineering. So there we have it. This is by no means the cheapest pepper grinder in the world, but I'd be very surprised if it isn't the best. I've certainly never seen a grinder that can deliver so much pepper in one crank, or offer the range and consistency of coarseness, or one that is as easy to fill. And it's so well made, I've already rung my lawyer and left it to one of my children in my will. I think they'll want it more than the family silver. If you know anyone who likes pepper, you might like to share this with them. Otherwise, till the next time, I've been Arlo Guthrie. Bye-bye.